Welcome back. This is Mac T, and I have a quick review over the Moog tie rod ends. We're going to go over and look at them, go over the part numbers, and see how they're built and what they are, and see if they're a good replacement part for our Ford Edges. So let's go ahead and look at them real quick. Right here I have the Moog Problem Solver tie rod ends, and each one is of course different because each side has a different angle. So here's the first part number is an ES800473, and the second one is an ES800474. Now one goes on one side, one goes on the other, so you'll have to look it up. I'll leave links to it in the description to see what side you need if you're just going to replace one, but I recommend if you're going to replace one, you might as well replace them both. So they come in the box, and the best thing about these things is made in USA, folks. Yes, right there it says made in USA, and of course the part numbers and everything are on the box. Now when you open it up, here's what you get. You get parts. You get a castle nut, and you get a new pin. That's right. Get a new cotter pin that goes with that, and then you also get, it's all stuck in there together, you get the fitting that fits onto the end of it. Okay, so you get this little grease fitting that goes on there, and that grease fitting will fit right into there. Yes, check it out. It goes right in there. After you install it, you put it on there, or before you install it, either way you want to do it. You get that on there, and then you can go ahead and install it. Now the rubber, pretty soft stuff. Look at that. Yeah, check it out. Moves pretty easy. You can fill that up with grease once you're done. The bolt, of course, has a hole in it for the castle nut when you install it, and this is the back of it right here. Threads are in pretty good deal. Yep, nice and deep for you, and it has the markings right here. I can't get it on the camera. See how it's got the flat side to it right there? Yeah, that way you grab a hold of it when you got to hold it still when you're putting it on or twisting it on there. But this again is the one side of it, and the other one is pretty much the same if we look at it. Curved differently, and like I said, I don't remember which one's which, but if you look at them, you know, they're both different. So one side goes on one side goes on the other. So I don't know which one it is. I didn't look it up. But again, pretty good shape. Nice and yeah, there. And I got somebody calling me. I don't know who it is. Let me see who it is. Hello, Suze. How you doing?
Okay, so you know my transmission and my transfer case has all been replaced, right?
Yes.
And I got in my car and I started it and I put it in reverse and it went totally fine. And then I saw that it was in low when I put it into drive, and I went to go put my foot on the gas and it did not want to go anywhere.
You had it in low?
I had it in low and it didn't want to go anywhere. And then I put it in drive and it didn't want to go anywhere. Then I put it in reverse, and it went, okay?
Yeah.
And then I put it in drive, and it revved up, like, it started to go at, like, 3,000 RPM, okay? Then I put it in neutral, and I put it in drive again.
Did it clunk really hard?
Huh? Did what?
Did it clunk really hard when it went into gears?
No, it didn't really clunk at all. But it drove, and then it just stayed at like 4,000 RPM, even with my foot off the gas.
Huh? Did you?
I don't think my foot was off the gas. It stayed at 4,000 RPM, and I put it in neutral, and it stopped. Isn't there something like a fuel scent, something?
That seems like it's throttle body related, or yeah,
Yeah,
I'd have to have
that's what it
codes.
is.
Do you have any codes?
No, nothing. I don't think any code. I mean, no engine lights on. Should I pull over to someplace and see if it'll pull a code?
See if Parts Store will pull a code on anything that's going on with it. I'm going to say it's transmission related. It could be fuel control, such as a throttle body or something, but
I'm thinking throttle body, actually, because that's the one thing that has not been replaced.
yeah, but it seems strange that it revved like that. Generally, they don't go. They default to a limp mode or something.
Oh,
But see if there's any codes first,
okay.
and then we can go from there. The transmission's full and everything else. And today's the first day you run across this.
Actually, no. It did something that this is the one thing that it did originally before I even had my transmission looked at.
What year is this Edge again?
An '08. And it's got 86,000 miles on it.
Okay.
And it keeps pointing back to throttle body, which I don't think is a major part, is it?
No, it'd take you if you have a beer in between, it might take 5 minutes to replace.
Are you kidding me?
No, there's only 4 bolts and a wire connector holding it in.
For real? So I could even replace it myself?
Yeah. I got videos on how to take the throttle body off. I mean, it's a real simple replacement. The throttle body, if you buy a Motorcraft throttle body, I'd hate to throw parts at it not knowing the exact problem.
I'm thinking throttle body, because that was one of the things that when let's talk through this a little bit. You would think transmission, but it's not it goes in the transmission, it will shift into its thing, but it has to do with the gas pedal. I don't know what it is with the gas.
Well, here's the deal. You could replace the throttle body, but like I said, I don't want to throw a parts cannon at it. It'd be nice if you get some codes to verify.
Okay.
I haven't quite heard of a throttle body sticking it open at 3,000 or 4,000 RPM, but there's nothing saying it won't do that. Usually it defaults into something a little less, serious, so you don't have a runaway vehicle. But in the other case,
it wasn't going. It was the engine was revving, but it wasn't going anywhere.
I don't know if there's a safety built in the PCM to show a default with the throttle body, then to cut off the power to the transmission to keep you from having a runaway vehicle. That's the only thing I can think of. But I may be wrong in my theory. But have the codes checked on it. See if it's throttle body. If it is, it's probably $100 fix or so. Use a Motorcraft throttle body. Don't go with the aftermarket stuff. But like I said, I
look it up on.
Have it looked at.
Look it up on MACTFORDEDGE. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Have it looked up at a parts store if you don't have a code reader, and see what they say.
I don't have a code reader, but I'm coming over to this little auto guy right now, and I'm going to have him pull the code.
Okay. Well, I just want to let you know that you called me while I'm making a video, and I'm recording the whole thing right now.
Nice. See, this is what you do. Awesome.
But have the codes checked first, because like I said, I don't want you to throw a parts cannon at it. Verify what it's doing. If it does show any type of history codes or anything for a throttle body issue, then Bob's your uncle. That's probably it. Again, it's at most 10-minute job. It doesn't take much.
Okay.
And I do have videos on how to replace it.
Well, I am here, so I'm going to pop into this guy and see if he can see if the code, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, well, can I use this in my video?
You're more than welcome to, my dear. Appreciate you.
Well, let me know on the Facebook group how it turns out.
I will.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bill.
Alrighty, folks. Back to where we were. These Moog tie rod ends, you know, when they wear out, what happens is this gets really loose. This is really tight right now. You can hardly move this at all. But if you can grab it and just flip it around or anything like that, or shake it and it moves, then this causes your wheel to turn like this, and what happens then is you don't have as much control. So you want to get these replaced, because if this lets go, your tire is going to go one way or the other, and then it's going to cause all sorts of damage and everything else. So definitely an inspectable item while you're working on your Ford Edge or any of the vehicles that have these tie rod ends on there, so you don't end up with a crash or anything else. And I don't want anybody to get hurt. So the best thing is to do proper maintenance and replace these. Again, I'll put the links down below for these so you can check them out. And I'm going to go ahead and just let this video play out as it did when Sue's called, because she says I can go ahead and use it. And so hopefully you enjoyed the bonus content on this. And again, let's go cut to the end. Well, folks, this is Mac T. Remember, join up on Mac T Ford Edge on Facebook, also YouTube. Subscribe to my videos, help me out. Watch those, click on ads, help me get paid by YouTube, if nothing else. You can donate through MACTGarage.com. I do have a social media tab with donate button there for PayPal. And also make sure that whatever you do, watch and link to the Mac T Garage website. That's always a good thing to do there, because it is all Ford Edge parts and assistance. It is a gold mine of information made for you all. Also, I want you to join up Mac T Garage on Facebook, because yes, Mac T Garage on Facebook has a channel also, YT, for Mac T Garage on YouTube. So check out those videos as I get them up there. Don't forget, Band of One plays some great music as always, and Mercy Girl has a few one-liners. It might be at the floor today, and I'm having a great day, and I want you to have a great day too.
Thank you for watching Mac T's videos, and remember to like and subscribe. This is a Mercy Girl production.